the New York Rangers put a pounding on the hated Pittsburgh Penguins, 5-1, an all-around, end-to-end drubbing of their rivals, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Ace, talk to me about what you saw, brother.
What an understatement. It was a beat down over at the Garden. I watched that game from the glass. The whole place was shaking.
Yeah.
And it all starts with Chris Kreider. Chris Kreider has been unbelievable all regular season. The Rangers came out on fire, scored his 43rd goal early in the hockey game, then later on scored his 44th. I wasn't really sure if Kreider would score 50 goals this year, but I'm on that Chris Kreider scoring 50 bandwagon as of tonight. You heard it here first, New York Ranger fans. Kreider will score 50. I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. He's playing with Mika Zibanejad, and Mika is one of the most underrated, sneaky passers in the National Hockey League. So when Mika has the puck, make sure you get your stick on the ice. Even Kaz here can score goals playing with Mika.
Hey, listen, I got a little bit of stick skills myself. I'm trying to get a little better. Not as good as Ace over here, obviously, but I'm doing my thing. I think this Rangers team this year has been so deep, and we saw the depth today between Kreider, Lafreniere, Zibanejad, and obviously Shesterkin holding it down as a goalie. 21 saves tonight. Absolutely dominant performance from the blue shirts. And they needed that one because this Eastern Conference is pretty locked in, right? From 1 to 8, I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of changing between those teams right now. But as far as the Eastern Conference is concerned, what do you see between those first 8 teams going forward?
It's right on cue. Like, this game made me look like a genius. A genius. I like what Chris Drury did for his moves at trade deadline. He didn't sacrifice the future. This Ranger team, I believe, is a year or so away from making a deep run in the postseason. So now when I look at my top 8 teams in the Eastern Conference, I look at Florida Panthers, who should come out of the East this year because they took the Tampa Bay Lightning to a long series last year. They almost knocked them out, the eventual Stanley Cup champs. Then I have the Carolina Hurricanes, who are so good in the Metro Division. The last time I watched the Carolina Hurricanes play against the Rangers, they're out shooting like 30 to like 4 or 5, but the Rangers are still up because their goaltending. Georgiev played well that game. And then at number 4, I got the New York Rangers. And I have the Rangers ahead of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Why? Because of goaltending. Shesterkin, in my opinion, should win the MVP this year. He's been that good for a Rangers team that gives up a ton of goals. Can they score? Yes, but they give up a ton of goals. So I have them right below the Penguins. Like with the Penguins led by Sidney Crosby, who everyone's booing every time they touch the puck here at MSG because everyone loves to boo the captain, the most hated player in the National Hockey League, most accomplished player in the National Hockey League. And I'm looking down at number 6. You got the Boston Bruins. They sell Patrice Bergeron, the best two-way forwards in the National Hockey League. They got the little ball of hate, Brad Marchand. They got Jeremy Swayman, who should be up for the Calder Trophy as a Rookie of the Year playing net. I've got the Toronto Maple Leafs, who didn't make any changes to net. No goaltending, no chance at winning the Stanley Cup as far as I'm concerned. And then bringing up the rear, you've got Alex Ovechkin. Yes, he might be the best goal scorer of this era, but this team isn't going far because, once again, it's all about goaltending, Kaz. Ranger fans, you guys are spoiled.
I was just about to say, the Rangers are spoiled. Going from Lundqvist to
the king to the prince.
It is, it doesn't get more better than that, especially when it comes to goaltending. But the Rangers continue their winning ways, and we're hoping for a deep Eastern Conference playoff run as the season continues. But going from the rink to the gridiron, the big trade this weekend. Tyreke Hill, the cheetah, one of the fastest players in all of football, was linked to many teams after it was leaked by Adam Schefter that he was getting ready to move teams, and it got down to the Jets, and where he ended up, the Miami Dolphins. He had a very interesting quote. When asked, he says, "Who? The Jets?" I knew I was always going to pick Miami no matter what. Now, Ace, I don't know if you've ever had the choice between New Jersey and Miami, so even the big Jets fan of myself can't get too upset about it, but you love the moves that the Jets have been making. So I think for about 20 minutes, I kind of convinced myself that Tyreke Hill possibly was going to be a New York Jet, but he's ending up on the Miami Dolphins. He's over there with Eric Waddle, one of the fastest wide receiver crews in all of football, and Tua Tagovailoa, he's got a whole lot of weapons right now. I see you scrolling.
I'm checking out my phone right now because I was waiting to see how long it would take before you bring up the Jets and make this about the Jets.
I'm trying to be impartial right now, bro.
I was waiting to see when you bring it back to the Jets. Like, the speed of Tyreke Hill is going to help this Miami Dolphins team without a doubt. Yeah. I know you love the Jets. What are the Jets doing wrong right now, Kaz? What are they doing wrong? I don't understand. The Giants have had a lot of postseason success winning Super Bowls. We saw Eli Manning in the building tonight at MSG.
Shout out Eli. Yes, sir.
What's happening with the Jets, Kaz?
Well, I'm not too mad at the Jets this offseason. I think the Jets, especially GM Joe Douglas, have made some really interesting, intriguing moves.
Okay.
Especially to get Zach Wilson some help, right? Like, we've seen some things. They drafted pretty well. I like more. I like the wide receiver core. They've gotten some O-line help as well. They got some tight end help as well. For your second-year quarterback, you got to do some things to make that guy comfortable. And when I had the 30 minutes, I was selling myself on the Tyreke Hill pipe dream. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're actually gonna do something right here. But unfortunately, Tyreke is gonna stay in this division. So I'm pretty sure these New York Jets are gonna see a lot of Tyreke Hill going forward. But not the only big story in town when it comes to the tri-state area. Oh, yeah. How about them Peacocks? Woo. The St. Peter's Peacocks defeat the Purdue Boilermakers, going to the Elite Eight this Sunday. The head coach, Shaheen Holloway, was here. Congratulations, Jersey City is in the building.
Get it.